This little motherfucker, nigga, bitch. I threw my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beat. Talk to Moo, he hear that shade when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucker sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucker creeps, yeah. Hey, just be patient till time gon' come. Like a rock star on the stage, I just mind my drum. Do a pistol in the middle of some beef, I'm behind my gun. If it ain't the police, you can never name a time I run. Easty nigga, I kept that dope in my socks, okay. You better duck or get motherfucking shot, yeah, okay. You ain't my brother if you fucking with ops, okay. Stick up your plug and have him take me to your spot, yeah, okay. See, you don't understand that peek through them blinds. I was dancing with the devil, brother, time after time. Guarantee you see murder, you take a look inside my eyes. Money called me and told me they all acting surprised. Can't believe what you saying, I know you wear a disguise. You gon' fail trying to play me, you gon' die trying to try. Put some shots in this other body, put his soul in the sky. Ran out with the back and forth, all my niggas trying to slide. I'm gonna through my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Gotta listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beats. Talk to Moo, he hear that shade when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. See, you don't hate me, you just hate the addiction. I remember being alone in the most fucked up position. I pray to God every night, remove me out these conditions. See, they gon' judge before they know you and really see how you live. And can't expect you to pay attention and really seek out the difference. But let me warn you, please keep my name up out of your mentions. I'd rather. Nah, fuck that, yeah, I'm finna. With a gang mafia. BK.
Ooh, 27 Club.
All right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, call it an egg, that's my mafia twin from Jordan Downs. Raise a finger, that's on gorillas, bitches going down. You politicking on instant, I'm out loading rounds. Smoke his brother, smoking his brother, now we in the cloud. Played our freestyle in the courtroom, Brody lost his trial. Doing dope all around the kid, so she lost her child. See, this mafia way of living, it's just our lifestyle. It ain't no waiting, I'm impatient, let's get busy right now, okay. Diamonds dancing, it's off a lick, I like to rob people. Keep it on me, unfortunately, I done shot people. Not legal, nigga, I'm a spinner, we are not equal. Non-lethal, John Cena the poor, I could not see. Long live to leave it, hood boy was quick to squeeze a trigger. If your son ever hungry, doggy, I'll kill for that nigga. I die for the street that I post on with my killers. That is not my baby. Lately, I've been focused on Skrilla. I can't tell you what, just know the code word is DJing. That's a highlight play, buddy, we gon' replay it. Well-known gorillas from my city, they know we famous. You ain't talking no money, get in line and keep waiting, keep hating. I promise it's coming, Lil Larry, be patient. I had to cut this bitch off, she got feelings attached. I burn this motherfucker down to the ground, to the building collapse. Don't listen to your music, that shit weak and I'm blowing this cap. 556 loud, ARP ain't no holding me back. You speaking on my dead, it's okay, you for surely getting smacked. Don't need a microphone, but you know it's for solely a rap. Big eye busters, the enemies is for soaking wet. Don't believe none of your story, that shit make believe. 2 2 3s, you ain't ducking nothing, this could shoot through trees. Cold word, menstrual cycle, I came to make a pussy bleed. It ain't a bitch on this earth I'm gonna ever meet. I told how they ever run up on me, shit, I ain't having it. You sir not a killer, we heard you did that shit on accident. I told these niggas I'm from Gorilla Gang Mafia. Yo, BM keep watching me, tell her put down them binoculars. I beef with the whole city, give a fuck about being popular. Not affiliated with none of my people, so we robbing. I get busy with two, they start calling me the problem solver. I'm a real life sparker, don't worry twin, that's on my part. Hey, why you dissing me on the net? We from the same city. Always leave a house with it on me, yes it came with. You ain't trying to catch a body, you should not come playing games. I'm a rock star with a drum, so you know I got it on stage. Outside thugging on this block, cause I have no home. Kill a nigga playing with my bro if you right or wrong. Dead in his face, and that's his fuck nigga, what's happening? That could donkey in his club, it's okay, we get to dragging niggas out. If it get tricky, shit I'm passing, it's time to pass on the house. If you can lie dead in my face, I can smack you dead, no mouth. You off this pistol, I don't believe you gon' shoot it. I ain't breaking nothing down, if you want it, dog, we into it. Then a couple times they had me, fortunately they blew it. Trying to keep my mind inside of my head, cause usually I lose it. Think you really gon' touch me, you must be motherfucking stupid. Chop a bigger Rasputin, get a boner. Call Infinite, that's my mafia twin from Jordan Downs. Raise a finger, that's on gorillas, bitches going down. You politicking on instant, I'm out loading rounds. Smoked his brother, smoking his brother, now we in the clouds. Played our freestyle in the courtroom, Brody lost his trial. Doing dope all around the kid, so she lost her child. See, this mafia way of living, it's just our life. It ain't no waiting, I'm impatient, let's get busy right now, okay?
Where you from? I'm from the killing city. Them niggas crazy, shoot a nigga red leaf, but me, I
What's good? What's good? Back at it like a crack at it in the trap active. Can't play that Mozzie, but shout out to Mozzie. Got my brother from another brother Push in the building. What's good, fam? He probably having a little technical difficulties. But check this out. Pull up, roll up, get lit. Big Meech, man, he barking on Wack 100. Say I got more pull in your town. Niggas know not to fuck with me. Wack talking about your son is a mice. He's a little mouse. He out here ratting just like his daddy. Ratting like his daddy. Well, some people ain't feeling that. Apparently, Big Meech is down with the boulevards, the West Boulevard. So, you know, he got some connects, man. He tied in. 50 Cent responds to Cuffy and Wack 100. Yeah, no. But we gonna get into that. Then we got some. Oh yeah, man. Alley Boy just passed away, man. It looked like it's a medical situation issue. Rest in peace to that guy. You know, we're gonna get into that and then information on that. And what's up with Adam 22, man? Adam 16, Adam 12, laughing historically. When he gets called a slave owner, man, he wearing it. And looking like Project Bo calls Ant and Wack out for a fade, man. We're gonna get into that. They said Daz dropped a bombshell on Tupac was leaving death row. A lot of people know about that, but I guess he got some more tea to drop on us. Let's get to this shit right quick.
Big B,
Yeah.
B team, you big power.
Yeah, big power.
Why are you sending the Bliss? Why are you having the Crips and the Bliss on Big
I
Mama
don't think understand, because you are connected. Once you connected with different gangs and different politics, listen.
Let me ask you a question. No, I don't want to cut you off. Let me ask you a question. Mozzie not sending the Crips to Bliss. He's sending the Bloods to Bliss.
There she go dropping names. We just reacting, man. That's what we do over here. We non-biased or nothing, man. You put some goofy shit on the internet. If it's worthy for us to give our opinion, we're gonna crank it up, hook it up. So, you know, Jalee's been coming out accusing people of SA, grape, and other situations, and getting drunk on podcasts, just stirring up a lot of mess out here. And she's back on 607 on Unc's platform, already coming back at these cats. She coming at her adversaries ops or whatever you want to call it. Let's get to it.
I don't give a fuck what Mozzie do. Who is Mozzie?
What?
Who Mozzie? I don't know who Mozzie is. Who's Mozzie?
What?
Put me up on game.
You don't know. See,
Who is
not
Mozzie?
a real thing.
Who is Mozzie? It ain't gonna do me like it did for us.
Mozzie seeing you eye to eye when it comes to the spiritual shit.
Who is Mozzie?
Mozzie is big dog.
He's like a rapper or something?
He's from Sacramento, California.
Sacramento.
Grove Park specifically.
Oh, you from Sacramento? Why?
Nah, I'm just saying
You think I
though.
supposed to know him because you from Sacramento, right?
He big B's though.
How do I know him? Because I don't listen to Sacramento music.
So you
right?
don't know who Mozzie is? Keep it
Oh yeah, I never heard of it before.
That Wack is a Mozzie man.
Right, listen, when it comes to Wack, you and Wack got y'all online. I don't know if y'all beefing for real because I done seen some shit that was like suggested that a lot of shit with your and Wack relationship, but your and Wack relationship to me has always been good. When I met you, I met you from Wack, y'all was good. I don't know what started this online beef between you and Wack. I don't know what started because y'all was
Bogus
good.
is here.
But y'all was good at first. You was good with them.
When?
And man, what you mean when? Y'all was really good. And then you was actually good with Adam, and now I see you, now you got a beef with Adam. So it's like you can't, you
Am I the problem? Keep it 100. Am I the problem?
you ain't a problem with me.
You right me.
You ain't a problem with me. Man, listen, I love him.
You damn right you the problem. See the problem, Push? She definitely the motherfucking problem.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. 1 sec.
She definitely the problem. She need to tighten up.
Hate everything the same. But listen, I love and hate everything the same. But when it comes to what your problem is with no jump over,
What's my problem?
I want to know why do you have a problem everywhere you go? Because they suggest that you keep up shit, that you a crybaby, that you act feminine when you want to, and you mask all the time, and then you cry.
Let me ask you a question.
They say you a crybaby.
Remember when I first came to you and you was anti no jumper and you was Adam K?
I don't fuck with Adam K.
Wait, hold on. Who made you rethink your thought process and bring you back to no jumper and how you in business with Adam? No, keep it 100. Was it Jalise?
The money.
It was Jalise.
The money.
Just like with Yellow.
You blame you, it's the money.
It's me though.
It's the money.
It's the money. The money, bro. Not you. It's the money. I ain't trying to cuss at the females, but it ain't you. It's the money. You not the lick. You not the pull. A lot of people was in his chat like, why you bring her back on? You not the pull. That boy 607 is a walking chaotic, just a lot of energy. He's gonna go viral doing all types of weird shit. Don't matter what the fuck he do or say, he gonna go viral. But you, on the other hand, you gotta burst out. Like you said, you gotta cry, you gotta do all this weird shit.
I don't know why I brought y'all back together.
The money brought me back everywhere.
I brought
Money brought us
Poetic back to
back.
no jumper. I brought
The money
607 back to no jumper. I
the
brought
money.
King Yellow back to no jumper. Talk about y'all don't want to
The
get my
money.
flowers
The
though. Y'all
money.
haters.
Then I put flowers on your grave site when you're dead.
Wait, why are you talking about?
I'm trying to remember these flowers. No, for real. So listen, I'm living long life too. So when you deceased, I make sure I give you your flowers. But for right now, listen, when I'm deceased, give me my flowers. When I'm deceased, give me my flowers. Right? Listen, I'm gonna say this. Everybody watching this. Yeah, Jalise did talk to me and say, yo, Adam didn't set you up. And she did convince me that Adam didn't set me up. Because Adam actually didn't set me up that time. He set me up the next time though. Right? Because she was hiding in the back room and she recorded everything. That's when I made her my snitch. Right? Everybody looked cool. You good. This motherfucker stay recording and stay ready. This motherfucker a professional snitch. Right? so no, for real. So I know that half the stuff she say gotta be truthful.
No, I am not a professional snitch. Let me tell y'all something. I'm just non-biased. I'm a journalist. I stand on big business. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, even though I'm Adam K right now, I have to stand on business. He didn't set you up.
But
even though I don't like Adam right now because he mad I called him an abolitionist. How you mad?
What the fuck? Abolition? What the fuck that word mean?
They was freeing the slaves. They was helping the slaves get free. They was producing with the slaves and helping them get free.
So you saying Adam helped black people?
Back in his day, back in his ancestry day.
How?
According to his, this is what I'm assuming.
That should be a compliment.
Stop it. That nigga don't help no niggas.
504 Street Chronicles. Make sure to go and check his channel out if you haven't already. Be sure to like and subscribe also. He does a lot of good work over there. But as you can see, he left a comment under my last video saying this. The mere fact that he believes using the term chimping out is okay should tell you everything you need to know. I'm pointing this out because his comment is what inspired this video. I had no idea that Satanic Adam was speaking this way until the moment I read this comment. Honestly, I did the last video about Adam being like Chud the Builder, having no clue that he had done a video saying chimping out. Crazy how the spirit works.
Damn, Adam.
So 504, this one's for you. And I want to apologize.
So Adam was out here using the old term chimping out. His true colors showing more and more.
You know what, bro? I don't be knowing why cats be using like monkey jokes like that. Like black people, we don't use monkey jokes, you know, like that.
Right.
You know, I you could tell that, you know, in that apparatus there's a lot of, but the whole part is the Neanderthal is the monkey.
Planet of the Apes, money. Stop it. That's the real deal, right?
Guys, to you guys for missing it and for taking this long to speak on it. Don't worry though, we're about to address it right now, and we're on Satanic Adam's helmet, like a face mask.
Facts for real says, shout out to the members, Spody and Mungie. How y'all feel about Adam using the phrase chimping out? Y'all gonna let Massa get away with that playing in your face?
Whoever it was that left that comment clearly saw what was happening. He asked those guys, y'all gonna let Massa get away with that? He's playing in your face. And what's interesting is that they referred to him as Massa, like a slave master. Now think back to the very first clip at the beginning of this video, when that red devil with the blue hair called Adam a slave owner.
Salute
He laughed.
in the building.
He actually seemed to think it was funny.
Tatted on his hand?
Let's go back
bro.
and take another look at that clip.
What the hell, my nigga?
Yeah, you didn't know, huh? I do be cute. I be trying.
I mean, I ain't never seen. I don't be looking at Adam like that, but I'm just saying, I didn't know that was tatted on his hand, my nigga. Like, that nigga is ultra satanic. He didn't sold the core soul. All he got is flesh matter left. Damn, that dude got a ritual on his damn whole hand. That's crazy. Big Sherm. Damn.
Yeah, he said him and his girl, his wife, where they're supposed to be divorcing, but I don't know if that's a play. But they got married on some type of satanic day, or did something where they were trying to mock God or whatever. They both did it on purpose and some shit. So him even auctioned his girl off to get pounded by these, what they call them, BBCs or whatnot, bucks.
You know
like
what,
that,
bro?
that's a
And
whole
the
ritual thing with them. It's a ritual.
That's the crazy shit. How do you mock the thing that gave you consciousness in order to mock it? Like, you came into the world and you it gave you a spirit, and then you were able to have consciousness to understand everything in your whereabouts, and then you cursed the thing that allowed you to realize that anything is anything. Like, you could have been born with the mind of an animal. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you curse what gave you consciousness? That is insane.
Yeah, that's a fact. It is insane. But I mean, you know, I guess that whole free will, people feel like, I don't know, I think people who have a hate for God or whatever, they got something going on with themselves, some deep they probably deal with, and that's the only way they feel that they can deal with, by being rebellious. You know what I'm saying? So hear him talk about how he was smashing Shorty with the devil on her back was wild. Yeah. Nigga, wild one. Adam 22, or Adam 12 is Chud the Builder.
Because that clip says it all.
You thought I was black when you
No,
first
well,
got
yeah, that
invited.
too also. You
thought I was black when you
No,
first
well,
got
yeah, that
invited.
too also.
So apparently the guy with the blue hair was invited to Adam's show, not even knowing who Satanic Adam was. According to him and Adam, he thought Adam was black. Now let's hear him explain why he thought Adam was black.
Well, because everyone said Adam does hip hop.
So he said he thought that Adam was black because he heard Adam did hip hop. But once he found out Adam was a white man, he says this.
I didn't know you were just a slave owner and not the. I didn't know you were just a slave owner and not the. I didn't know you were just a slave owner and not the.
So basically, once Blue Hair Devil figured out that
Adam 22 is looked as the slave owner from his white counterparts. The other podcasters look at him.
You know what? I be
That's
telling
crazy.
my wife. I be like, man, because she's born in Oregon.
Yeah.
I be like, bro. I be like, when you get to the East Coast, that racism shit is real as hell. When you get on the West Coast, it's passive.
Right.
When you get out there on the East, it's like that's where all these cats is from. I promise you, bro. It's like
second nature out there with them.
They don't hold their tongue back.
Yeah. Hey, nah, nigga, you gonna go move by my goddamn way? I ain't playing with you, nigga. Shit.
I can actually try to hit you.
Yeah. And look, you gonna do what you gonna do. You gonna go out there and get the fuck up out of here. Shit, we ain't playing around this motherfucking park, nigga. You like, hey, you want to catch him for, hey, you said what the, nah, I'm telling you, man, make the goddamn, go do what the fuck you gonna do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You like, nigga, pack, well, hold up, motherfucker. Who you talking to? Oh, shit. It's crazy.
was white. He tells him, I didn't know you were just the slave owner and not the... He leaves it blank, but he was obviously going to say slave. And in response to that, all Adam could do was laugh hysterically. I want you guys to keep that in mind as you listen to this video. Because like I said before, this is exactly how Adam jokes with his friends when his black co-hosts aren't around. He actually thinks it's funny to refer to his guests and co-hosts as slaves. I really don't know what else to say about that. Just remember it as we listen to the rest of this.
Honey, I brought back enough tomatoes to last us a whole month.
Good boy. Now sign this divorce paper. My daughter is remarrying someone who doesn't smell like dirt.
I spent all my savings on this spaceship. How could you treat me like this?
Wow. Okay, so what I said that some of them decided was very offensive is when I was in Vegas, there was at least one moment where we were acting crazy, drinking, taking shots, and
Right. Sean, shit, it'd be the Hispanics over here saying a lot, but it'd be other races that be saying it like it ain't nothing.
That's real, bro. Like on the West Coast, they got all type of consciousness. No joke. They got gender words and shit, so you ain't gonna get called out like that.
Right.
I'm like, you go on the East Coast, bro, the gloves is off.
It's like, hey, move out, nigga. The fuck you just say, motherfucker? You heard what I say. Get your up out of here. Fuck out of here. Beat the shit out of nigga. You said what? You even got Asians saying it. Hell yeah.
See, out here the Asians don't do that.
They don't say it, but they say it like if they a gang, if they part of like the gang culture, they'll say it. But just like out and about, regular Asians, nah.
He talking like, nigga, you walking down the street and they be like, you know,
what's up, hey, yeah, my nigga, nah.
And the Asian voice to you.
Yeah. Now check this out. Up north, like in the Bay Area, it's like a melting pot. So you're gonna probably catch anybody saying that word, you know.
Yeah, but you're gonna watch what you say in the Bay, because you're gonna go get put in the Bay. You ain't running your mouth, please. Hell no.
Tell it, well, nigga, throw it back or throwback. Tell me when to go. Stop it. Hey, man, you just gotta watch yourself, man. And me personally, I ain't with it. Like a friend, a homie, or whatever. That don't give you the right to just say it to me. Now, some dudes do that. They like don't care. They don't mind. But they'll go off and say it to somebody that they don't know and get their ass whooped.
You gotta know how to say it with endearment. You gotta learn that it's an endearment, you know, piece to start off with. So it ain't always being mad at you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's another way of calling you out without saying your name. You know?
Hey, my nigga, what's up? What's going on?
What's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Freddie?
I used Chud the Builder inspired language about myself to say that we were chimping out. I don't think that is racist. I think that, if anything, I was comparing myself to an actual chimp.
You are a chimp.
He really wants us to believe he was just comparing himself to a chimp. He swears there was no racial intent, but the receipts don't lie. That first clip exposes the exact type of casual racism he and his friends indulge in when there's no black people in the room. This isn't a one-off mistake. This is a pattern for Satanic Adam. Yet he sits there with a straight face, insulting everyone's intelligence, pretending we can't see exactly what he's doing.
And I don't think that there's anything offensive about reappropriating the language of our oppressors.
These are the literal Jedi mind tricks of Satanic Adam. This guy is actively trying to mind trick his audience into believing he isn't the oppressor. I mean, right there in that first clip, even the blue-haired devil called him a slave owner. Yet here he is, trying to make us believe that he's one of the slaves being oppressed. Now he's claiming that him using the word chimp is somehow reappropriating the language of the oppressor. He must have forgotten that he and Chud are the exact same people.
Our oppressors, which should be relatable. You, as a proud N-word sayer, you're reappropriating the language of your oppressor because it's emboldening.
Here goes the satanic mind tricks of Adam again. Now he's actually trying to tell these guys that him calling himself a chimp and reappropriating the oppressor's language is supposed to be relatable to us. He says we should understand it, because it's just like how black people use the N-word. According to him, by using that word, we reappropriated the language of the oppressor to embolden ourselves. Those are his words. And honestly, it is sickening to watch this guy sit there and look you dead in the face as he attempts to rewrite history. Let's get something straight. And I've shown you this before, but I'm going to show it to you again. The N-word did not originate from the oppressor. That root word is something we have been saying among ourselves for centuries. It literally just means black. You, the oppressor, took the word and turned it into a negative slur because you hated black people. So we're going to read Acts chapter 13 and the first verse to show you what the N-word comes from and to prove that we were using the word long before we got to America. Also proving that Satanic Adam is wrong about his entire N-word comment. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon that was called Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene, and Manaen, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and Saul. As you just heard, Simeon, who was an Israelite, was called Niger. That was the nickname they gave him. Now, when we say it in English today, the word is pronounced Niger. But let's hear how it actually sounds in the original Greek language that the text was written in.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
And as you can see, the word only means black.
Only means black.
A racist online trend ended in disaster. A racist online trend ended in disaster when 21-year-old streamer Tyler Ross was left in a permanent vegetative state after attacking the wrong person on a public street for views. Ross, part of a dangerous wave of creators recording themselves aggressively provoking and assaulting Black people, targeted 26-year-old Xavier Cole. In a flash of anger, Cole fought back to defend himself, delivering a powerful counterpunch straight to Ross's face, knocking him out instantly. The streamer collapsed to the concrete, suffering severe head trauma that doctors later confirmed left him permanently vegetative. While police initially detained Cole, the court reviewed Ross's own live stream footage, which proved the attack was entirely unprovoked. The court ruled it a justified act of self-defense, declaring Cole completely not guilty and dropping all charges. With Tyler Ross now facing a lifetime in a vegetative state and Xavier Cole walking away a free man, public opinion is deeply divided. Should the man be praised for a justified act of self-defense against a dangerous racist, or did the punch go too far?
Hey, did the punch go too far? Hey, see, man, you gotta watch what you say, because you don't get knocked out. Be in a vegetated state like that guy.
It's that simple. So when the oppressor uses the N-word today, all he is actually doing is calling us black in Greek. We didn't reappropriate the oppressor's language. He reappropriated ours. For Adam to sit there and act like the oppressor handed us that word, or that he's doing the exact same thing we did with the N-word, by calling himself a chimp. It is a complete historical lie. Leave it to the Bible to expose the lies of the devil.
And when I say that I be chimping out, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I never even heard of the term before.
Yeah, I mean,
I never heard that shit. And that's some shit old boy made up. It sound like right.
It's like chat room. It's like racist chat.
I've never heard it before.
It's racist internet shit.
But this is what I know. Black people as a whole, we tend to take the words of our oppressors and make it fashionable.
Satanic Adam claimed that using the term chimping out was an example of reappropriating the oppressor's language. Let's be real. That's just a flat-out lie. Reappropriation means a marginalized group takes a weaponized slur used against them and reclaims it to strip away its toxic power. That is not what's happening here, and flipping the definition doesn't change the history behind the word. J. Hood was right when he said, Black people do take the words of their oppressor and make it fashionable. And here is what true linguistic reclamation actually looks like.
Let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mellow. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike ya?
If you're dry on cash, listen up. Okay, here, you can get up to $5,000 within 24 hours. No stress, no...
Go get your Watermelon Felon apparel. And we're...
Goddamn. Charleston White, Watermelon Felon. This nigga wildin'. What's your thoughts on this push, man? You trying to get coin out of this derogatory term, bro.
Not on the same raccoon shit that Charleston White is on. If Carmelo Anthony is a watermelon felon, then so am I. Link in the bio.
Watermelon Felon and all. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Even in LA gang culture, you got dudes like the Harlem.
Not this though.
We call each other. That's how the word came out.
I'm talking about this. The tipping on. It's not nothing that you.
We'll never do that.
I'm just anti people telling people what they can joke about, especially when stuff that's like so. It's so like not offensive. Like
here is another perfect example of that narcissistic, satanic handbook mentality that Adam operates under. Think about the sheer arrogance of his spirit. How is this man going to sit there and try to dictate to us what should or shouldn't be offensive? It is completely insane. Good old satanic Adam thinks he has the authority to tell black people how we are allowed to feel about it. It's unbelievable.
Like people are just dying to find something to get offended by, and I ain't going.
Listen, you gonna have to.
Adam ain't got his ass whipped enough. You see, he ran in that ring. He didn't even try to punch back. He the type, you whoop his ass, he gonna call the police, thinking that the police gonna save his ass. You hide behind the shield of the law enforcement. So he felt he could say whatever. But Chad the Builder, or whatever his name is, he tried to do the same thing, and now that nigga locked up with all the so-called chimps, the monkeys, or whatever, orangutans, baboons, all there. They can all play while he dressed up in a fairy. You know what I'm saying? Probably got his front little shirt tied and shit with some Kool-Aid makeup on. Come on.
I mean, you want to have to go because you just saying some shit.
Why are you putting a pack of cigarettes in your shirt? What the is that?
I'm on my greasy tip. That's what it is. If you say something for defensive, decide to fire your face up, then you can't sue nobody. You can't,
no, I can.
You can't.
And I will press charges.
Yeah, but listen, I'm pretty sure you will. But you can't say what's offensive or not. It's offensive to.
See, I press charges. You think you gonna? I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be in a place where you ain't gonna be able to do that. It's gonna already happen. You're gonna get mollywop being.
People, it might be offensive to.
I've never heard a black person say that it would be offensive for me to say it about myself.
So Adam's logic is basically this. He thinks he can just wake up, start calling himself the N-word, with or without the hard R, and act completely shocked that people find it offensive. He expects us to buy the excuse that it's totally fine, just because he's talking about himself. But like I said from the jump, he is sitting here playing childish mind games. These are the exact type of manipulative tactics a satanic narcissist uses. He wants to see how much disrespect he can slide past us while smiling in our faces.
I understand why Chud the Builder using it against black people is offensive, but for me to say it about myself, it would be like me saying like, hey, I'm a barrel of monkeys.
Yo, we're gonna stop it right there.
Adam said, "This is not my fault."
Come from Cuffy. By the way, Meech, you've been home quite some time. Why haven't you mentioned Cuffy's name one time? You heard Cuffy directly call you a rat. World. Tag Meech and say, why won't you address Cuffy, the one that say you ratted on and set him up? And in the meantime, Meech, listen, I'll tell you what you got to do. It ain't his fault. When your daddy is a rat, most definitely your son gonna be a little mouse. Nigga, you better tend to that little rat-ass little son you got over there. Yeah, he ain't no little boy. We didn't watch that nigga tail 3-4 times. Tend to him. Now, you did this to yourself. So now, we gonna activate the exposers. We gonna get everything going. You did it to yourself, man.
Wow, guys. Wack 100 say, Big Meech, you did it to yourself. And why you ain't linking up with Cuffy? OG, you there?
I'm right here.
OG, Wack 100 going off on Big Meech.
Wack 100 is, here he goes again. This Negro, how in the hell do you get a RICO Act, a conspiracy, and you told on the man that did a unaliving for your brother, and you end up with 27 years? Who's the rat? So Cuffy, when we find out, he's a confidential informant, and Rat 100 knows that. So who want to mention Cuffy? Cuffy is not an element in anything. So come out your car trying to bring up some new content and get with the real. Cuffy ain't no hell of an element, and it never said that Meech told on him. It was some lady that he hooked up with, and a deal went bad, and Cuffy didn't get his little money, and he started whining. So what is Cuffy to talk about?
So OG, I'm looking at this, he speaks out boldly because Big Meech had already said, talk crazy about him at his house. He said,
all you Wack 100 type bitch ass niggas don't get no playing all right.
And I ain't heard Big Meech speak boldly like this since he been home. So now he speaks boldly and says he ain't rocking with this Wack 100. And Wack basically at some point in that first clip,
Yo, do you think, Push? Do you think that Big Meech saying something now is because while he's going through the business, he come in contact with certain people, they like to bring up shit that they hear in the industry. Do you think that could this dude Wack could be making some of his business deals a little bit of difficulty? You know, people say, "Oh well, you know, it's looking like you
Bro, Wack can't make nobody lose any money. Number two, this nigga Meech is so embedded and affiliated. It's like trying to make Freeway Rick look bad, bro. It's like
he tried to make Freeway Rick look bad.
Know,
it's the same thing. He called him a rat too.
Exactly.
He called him a rat.
So you know,
shout out to Freeway Rick. He called him a rat.
Those type of cats got such a build and such a street build that I think if I was Meech, I would say that one line that he said, and then I wouldn't pay Wack any mind. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, this is a different caliber. This dude right here, he was told in the interview, he made $500 million off of slang, bro.
Right.
So, what is a nigga like that to a dude like Wack? You know, he's not gonna give you his mind, bro. He's sitting in an apartment right now with some billionaire living above him. So it's some real shit, you know. Like I wouldn't give no ear to that. Wack is on the concrete, bro. He's Sweetie. That's where Wack is at.
Yeah, he's Sweetie. There you go. He got loose. He trying to trick cuz back off the streets. You know what I'm saying? We know your plant. We know dude is an informant. I heard Meech called him an informant. All these big dudes are calling Wack an informant. If y'all still fuck with Wack after all this time, then you the goofy.
He goes in and says, you know what? You know already your son is a rat or mouse or whatever. It's a trip how these guys are now head for head talking on the internet. Big Meech don't need to be on this internet, man. Big Meech don't need to be on this internet.
Let me say this. Let me straighten.
You don't need to be on the internet.
Okay.
Right.
This is court testimony. This is court transfer.
Okay.
Cuffy's testimony was cornerstone. Cuffy's testimony was cornerstone of the high-profile 2002 murder trial of former KF County, Georgia Sheriff Sidney Dorsey, former deputy. Cuffy testified that Dorsey ordered the 2000 assassination of incoming Sheriff-elect Derwin Brown to regain power and conceal corruption. Cuffy.
Wow.
Now who's a rat? Huh?
Wow.
That was in his federal case. And his testimony, Cuffy's testimony was cornerstone of the high-profile 2002 murder trial of former Cobb County, Georgia Sheriff Sidney Dorsey, former deputy, so what are we talking about here?
Man, listen, all I can say is, man, you've seen how he goes and get this information and goes in on different people. He gets the calls before everybody. Wack 100 a lot of times is the one that's getting these calls and putting these people's paperwork up. And I think Big Meech's gonna have a problem with it, man. He gonna continue to do it. That's what he does on the internet.
So, you calling somebody a rat, but you ratting on people. When you on this internet and got somebody paperwork, how do you get everybody's paperwork? You got to be telling the tale, just like I just told about Cuffy. That's telling, ain't it? So I'm ratting.
So, who's wrong in this situation? Is Big Meech wrong for clapping back at him because of the early paperwork and all the suggestions early on when he first got out? Is Big Meech wrong for addressing him?
He ain't clapping back. You can't can't sit out and let these busters just keep on, because that's the power of the internet now, that anybody can say and do what they. So, I mean, all the time, these dudes that talk this shit, they don't want no smoke. They're not gonna come to none of the cookouts. They're not gonna. They stay in their little holes and driving cars or be in trucks in some little dark. And the only one being dark places is rats. This man riding in a car. You ain't gonna show his license plates on no car. You're not going to see him in no event that's not covered with the feds or the police. He's not going to be in any outings where he can be touched, period. So we have all of these closet queers making all these bold statements, but ain't now one of them ever took one phase.
See, that one is supposed to go.
Go say that to Meech's face. You can travel anywhere. Roll up on him and tell him that face to face. These Negroes won't do that.
Wow. And how different is it for Big Meech to come out here, been locked up for over 20 years, and then have to go in on the internet when he first was out? You never heard him talking. This wasn't a thing they did back. There was a shush code back when he first was. You know, people wasn't just out here talking openly about anything or anybody. Everybody was trying to hide what they were doing so they wouldn't get caught up. Only video you'll see them is just chilling back. The internet done amped them up.
They've been ratting ever since Cain and Abel. It ain't nothing new. It's just more prevalent now. These closet and these introverts are able to run their mouth on this internet, and it's become an all-time high. People having their bullshit up.
Like, she gotta be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Wack 100, man, is a rat. Constantly a rat. Big Meech speaks on living in Cali.
I'm from Cali.
You know what I'm saying? I used to live in LA.
Where?
Since '96.
Oh yeah.
What part you want me to say?
I watched your documentary.
I'm from West Boulevard.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up all over there.
2 blocks off Coast
Avalon.
Yeah.
So
you know.
Yeah, I'm all
I stayed in Gardena. I stayed in Madera.
World's Friends right there by that Popeye.
Hey, whole time though.
Shout out Rose. Before where they built, what's that?
Shout out Rose Friends.
When you come off the one, it's like,
shout out my uncle.
I know you about before they built that.
Right. Stay there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Blue Jack City, all that.
Yeah, when they first put the Krispy Kreme up there.
Yeah, exactly.
On the corner.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga be on the bridge. Y'all be trolling.
I'm up there too.
Yeah.
Y'all be trolling. But that shit funny as hell.
Like that.
That shit hella funny though.
Here.
So in this clip, you know, you see.
Hey man, she go to Rockstar Smart TV.
No, look.
Smart Free TV.
I'm from LA too. You know, I lived out there. I was in the West Boulevards. You feel me? And this broad talking about she was all up through there, but then she named Avalon. That ain't nowhere near Crenshaw and Adams. You know what I'm saying? But they're definitely from LA or whatnot. Yeah, man. You know, it's been a lot of wondering, a lot of pondering in these streets, you know, and the YouTube streets as well. Is Big Meech really from West Boulevard? You know, and I broke this down in the video before, you know. He definitely was on the yard with some real solidified homies. You know what I'm saying? Real big homies from the set.
So yeah, Push.
Did we?
He really tapped in. He's really tapped in. He said, "I am West Boulevard Crib." That's what he is. I don't think nothing gonna happen. Nothing like that. It's gonna be back and forth. This is all content. If anything, they're gonna press Wack to back down, leave it alone.
Know about Big Meech's presence in the hood. We knew he had some type of presence, but him being from the hood, that's a little new to me. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Who am I? You feel me? You gotta think I came around 03, 04. You feel me? He said he was in LA from 96 to 2005. I mean, you know, but don't get it twisted. Like I said, it's always been BMF presence in my neighborhood. But let's get into this other clip where he's pressing a Chicago guy. Not really pressing, but letting him know, like, hey, you connected because I'm connected too. You know what I'm saying? And then he banged the hood once again. So let's get into it.
I got into a car accident, and before I even talk to insurance, I'm gonna check how much similar accidents have paid out. I got into a car accident.
I'm originally from Chicago, but I've been in this area. Chicago? What part of Chicago? Southside of Covers Road? Southside? Wild Hunters? Everybody in Chicago connected. I don't give a fuck. With who? With who? I fuck with everybody. Lord, GDs, BDs, all of them come. What side? Stone. Southside? Yeah. But listen, we're in San Diego. I got homies down there. West Coast 30, yeah. In LA. I lived in LA from 96 to 2005 when they picked me up. I'm a real homie. I come in the hood. I didn't move to Beverly Hills and none of that shit. I moved in West Boulevard, Crip, 2 blocks from Crenshaw and 2 blocks from La Brea, off Atlas, on Buckingham.
In the section. Tapped in. Well, 50 Cent and Wack versus Big Meech over these snitch allegations, man. Shots fired, shots fired. Shout out to MREG TV, man. Forgotten Kings, man. Let's get to it.
That shit was going around the internet for a long time.
Damn. Hold on, shots fired, man. I got it.
So now you think he's still paperwork for the longest. I'm so sick of these paperwork niggas that ain't got no paperwork.
Facts.
Everybody keep talking about paperwork, MREG. Wack 100, he pulled that on Big Meech. He tried it with T Grizzly. He tried it with 42 Dub. Ain't none of the paperwork straight. This nigga ain't even dealt with Dogface yet. From Detroit. Pontiac, he born and raised in Pontiac, but lived in Detroit longer than he was born there. You understand what I'm saying? So that nigga went on academic show and dogged Wack 100 out. Dogface did. On academic live, dogged him out, and this nigga Wack 100, first time ever, hung up the phone because he said this nigga wouldn't let him talk. But you overtalk everybody in the world. But you couldn't handle that one nigga? Like, this nigga he a real goofy. And ain't nobody in Detroit scared of Wack 100. That nigga talk out of both sides of his neck. And ain't nothing working. This nigga Wack stayed off the internet when they had him in that car with that tranny whacking off his Johnson. Let's talk about
more shots fired. He's doing too much, man. Pulling over on the one-on-one or whatever. Yeah, he's like, man, I had to let one out, man. Talking to his tranny freak. He had to let it out. Shots fired.
that. This nigga Wack stayed off the internet when they had him in that car with that tranny whacking off his Johnson. Let's talk about that. Right, he was in the car. I say allegedly because your platform. But then they got footage of this nigga in the car with the talk to the tranny, whacking off to the tranny.
Yeah.
And the tranny came out and gave the information. Because he tried to say that didn't happen. Like this is for real information, Emrat.
Yo, pause. That's
pause, because I don't. That nigga's a pause for me, and I'm a lady.
Shots
with his crater face. While he sitting up talking about Big Meech and Lil Meech. Lil Meech played a street nigga. He ain't never been no street nigga. And let me say this too. That nigga that was in the car with Lil Meech, that gay so-called gay Wack 100, that information. Nigga, we did a live on that nigga too, Emrat. He first said that he told Lil Meech he'd take the fall, he just take care of him. Do you remember that?
Yeah. That's a fact.
Then because the situation happened with 50 Cent and Big Meech, how he gonna take care of you if ain't no money? He didn't tell you to volunteer, you volunteered. Y'all both could have went to jail. There was enough stuff in there, and anybody that's been in the streets, it don't matter if it's one thing or two things. They could put all that on both of y'all.
Facts.
So when this nigga said he'll take the charge, just take care of him on the back end. Okay, the back end fell out. The bottom fell out of that back end. 50 Cent canceled the show. So now you think he still owe you?
If you're so profitable, why do you sell a course? Well, you know what? Here you go. I don't care. It's all free. I'm giving it away. We have like 6 different courses in here. The same strategies that made me a full-time trader. And we have like...
Yeah, you're right. Now, let me ask you this. That situation with Wack 100, with Wack 100.
Yeah, why you say the right Wack 100?
Yeah. The situation with Wack 100 and the Fun Boy, you said that shit is on video?
They got my son's girl showed me a picture of this nigga in the car whacking off.
Well, I don't want to see it, but I'm just...
Yeah, I know you don't want to see it, but I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Listen.
That shit was going around the internet for a long time.
Damn. Hold on, shots fired, man. I gotta... Janie B fired shots at Wack 100, getting caught in a vehicle with a Fun Boy.
Yeah, he on FaceTime with the Fun Boy.
I'm gonna say this. I gotta say allegedly because I didn't.
Allegedly. But he on FaceTime with that Fun Boy, and then the Fun Boy goes on Instagram and lays the whole situation out.
Oh man, shit crazy.
And and this ain't no allegedly, but I'll say allegedly. He dropped what you call that? What I did with you. However you do it on Instagram. He dropped correspondence between them on Instagram.
Damn. That's crazy.
But I'm telling you, get out. And that nigga went silent for a long time.
Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go to the website, www.pushypush if y'all want to get your mind blown, put in your thinking cap, get into the we talking controversy, conspiracies, tap into the esoteric, the alien life forms, all that type of stuff, history, all that type of shit. Go check it out.
That's crazy.
He went silent for a long time because of this. The transmission put him out there. Let's just be honest here.
Transmission that put him out there.
Look. I'm gonna say this.
Man,
on the behalf of Janie B. You said the transmission put him out there. The transmission put his transmission out.
The transmission dropped because this nigga is on the live doing it with the transmission looking. So the transmission must have saved it however you do it.
Wow.
And he had the video. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, now I got you. This shit's spooky. Hold on. Shit.
Yeah, this real spooky. But why this nigga talking? We ain't forgot about that wacko.
This shit real spooky. The transmission put him out of transmission. Shit.
And I want to say this too, and I know I'm jumping all around the place, but this time my man working today. Because you say this might be it, so I might well unload it all.
Yeah, I'm about to get off here, but God, I'm gonna let you get your shit off though.
This nigga, Wack 100 called himself doing the work of 50, and I ain't even against 50 at this point. I'm against the most other things, but not on this. But let's just go back to this. 50 Cent said a long time ago he was putting out the documentary about what Meech did, the paperwork, all this.
That's a fact.
So when that happened? That was 2.5 years ago. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
So why all these niggas lying? Because it didn't take him that long to put out Puff.
Yeah, you right.
He just collected all the information he got from over here and gave it to him. Because you know for a fact, nobody spoke about the Lassane name. I brought that name to the game.
Match in Las Vegas in a car driven by Marion Suge Knight ahead of his label Death Row Records. The shots were fired from a Cadillac that drove up alongside Knight's BMW, but police still have no leads on a suspect or motive. Tupac had been on a respirator in the hospital and had one lung removed. Here's a look back on a turbulent life and career cut short.
Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. By this point, we all know the tale of Tupac's death being over an incident involving the Southside Crips and the Pirus in Compton, so I'm not going to go into the obvious. But the aftermath of Tupac being shot on September 7, 1996 in Vegas became known as 10 Days of Terror. Between September 7th and September 17th of 1996, Compton police documented 13 separate drive-by shootings directly tied to the Pirus versus Crips war over Tupac's assassination. This brief terrifying window resulted in roughly a dozen wounded and 3 confirmed homicides. The streets of Compton became a literal war zone. The murder of Tupac was viewed as massive disrespect. While the killing occurred under the Pirus' watch, they wanted revenge, and they wanted to make the Crips pay. So both sides went on offense and defense, leaving a trail of blood in Compton. Sunday, September 8th, 1996, the day after Tupac was shot, the streets of Compton were quiet, but the mob Pirus were hunting. Their first target was Darnell Brim, a notorious and high-ranking shot caller for the Southside Crips. Brim was ambushed at a local store on Atlantic Avenue. A vehicle crept up and unleashed a hell of gunfire, striking Brim multiple times. During the broad day assassination attempt, a heartbreaking tragedy occurred. A 10-year-old girl who was an innocent bystander was struck in the back by a stray bullet. As Brim collapsed, he fell directly on top of the wounded child. According to police reports, the shooter then exited his vehicle and walked up to Brim's fallen body. His gun was outstretched, and he was there to finish the job. However, upon seeing the bleeding 10-year-old lying beneath the gang leader, the shooter paused. He lowered his weapon and walked away without firing a fatal shot. Both Brim and the young girl survived their critical injuries. The violence quickly escalated from attempted murder to confirmed fatalities. On the morning of September 11th, just 2 days before Tupac would officially die to his wounds, 30-year-old Bobby Finch became the first casualty of the war. Finch, who police identified as a suspected member of the Southside Crips, had just dropped his 10-year-old daughter off at her school. He was sitting at the wheel of his new car in front of his mother's house, preparing to head off to the gym. Suddenly, a car pulled up alongside of his car, and multiple shots were fired point-blank range. Finch sustained severe chest wounds and was rushed to the Martin Luther King Jr. Hospital, where he was pronounced dead minutes after his arrival. The Southside Crips took losses, so they wanted revenge. They struck back against the Pirus with lethal force. In the days that followed, 2 more men were gunned down in the streets of Compton, Timothy Flanagan and Marcus Childs, both whom police believe were Pirus. Both were killed in separate drive-by retaliations. The streets were locked into an endless cycle of vengeance.
Both sets knew who the players were in the shooting. They knew it was Southside that did the shooting. So naturally the retaliation is going to start going. So I think the Bloods started it. And then from there, they retaliated because of that and went and shot a couple of Bloods. And it was on. It was on.
What happened was that all the players that were...
I remember that shit like it was yesterday. That shit was crazy. There's a lot of people, a lot of shootings. A lot of shit was going down out there, man. Like every day, shooting. Shit was wild.
Compton came back to Compton, and we were told that, hey, you know, Southside was responsible for the shooting of Tupac, so it's coming back to Compton. And what that meant to us, the war was about to start. And sure enough, like 2 days later, it started.
Okay. And how many people were killed during this war?
I think in the next 10 days, we had 3 people murdered and I want to say 11 shootings yeah. Between Southside Crips and the mob Piru and Looters Park.
Several more were shot, but they all survived. Even Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, Tupac's alleged killer. He survived, but he was later killed in 1998 in a separate incident.
Point blank, did you kill Tupac Shakur?
I didn't kill Tupac.
I feel like he shouldn't have been all out and about because he went right back to the hood. He started going back there, bragging and all that. And his death was between another dispute between some other members against some other rivals. But he was hot. One of those, allegedly those Don moves would have got with him, or somebody that really loved Tupac was gonna get with that nigga. That's the life niggas live, man. It ain't worth it, but shit, this shit going on all the time, right? Just when that happened, it was just a lot of death that followed.
I mean, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? They would even say something like that. I mean, you know, I just want to tell everyone that, you know what I mean, I didn't do it. I feel sorry for him, what I'm saying, his fans and his, his family, friends.
From 1995 to date, have you ever ridden in a white Cadillac? No.
After this, police cracked down on both gangs. On the morning of October 2nd of 1996, 300 law enforcement personnel from multiple agencies moved into Compton and surrounding communities including Linwood, Paramount, Downey, Lakewood, and Long Beach. Officers executed search warrants to prevent suspects from warning one another or to stop them from moving weapons and evidence before police arrived. The operation targeted homes, apartments, and known gang hangouts connected to individuals in the shootings. Officers searched property for firearms, bullets, gun records, photographs, and other evidence that could help identify shooters and stop further attacks. Orlando Anderson and the Southside Compton Crips were also arrested, and by that time point, Compton detectives already viewed him as a key figure in their investigation and had reportedly shared information about him with the Las Vegas authorities. However, despite the skill of the raid and the intelligence gathered, Orlando Anderson was not charged with Tupac's murder during the operation.
These suspects are being booked at the Compton Police Department for charges that include homicide, conspiracy to commit murder, and assault with a deadly weapon, as well as some other crimes as a result of the items found at the locations. Our investigators have investigated the shootings in Compton and revealed that some of the motivation for some of the shootings in the city of Compton may have been retaliation for events that occurred in the city of Las Vegas on September 7th, 1996. The Las Vegas Police Department was present as observers to our operation. We have cooperated fully with them and have made our arrestees or anyone else that we contacted available if they choose to interview.
He'll be right here. He was MOB, so he felt like he got to represent. At least show these niggas that's killing these big buff niggas and gangbangers and shit. I'm with it. And then when motherfuckers start getting killed, and they didn't kill you, but your own people killed you. Hanging around death row, you think you the top gangbanger, you know, you socking niggas in the mouth and doing all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even supposed to be doing all that.
He was guilty by association. I'm not gonna play the part just to fit in. You got money. You can't go buy another Tupac. Don't let him run off and go hit somebody he don't know nothing about. And that's why the man is not here.
Especially another nigga coming to you telling you, hey, yo, Big Mighty just slapped the shit out of him. And then you go over there when security supposed to go, this ain't even your fight. But didn't know the nigga that you hit is a stone cold killer. And that's why I told you, don't let the gangbanging get between us. You put your trust in a lot of people and you should put trust in yourself. He didn't have no reason to go to Vegas.
It's Little Kim and Foxy Brown, but she didn't want to do it.
Rage always stood on business. One thing about Rage, she gonna tell you what she feel and stand on it. She like, I'm not dissing nobody for you. You know what I mean? So he respected that.
This interview pulls back the curtain on the real dynamics behind Tupac Shakur and the death row era. And it's more layered than people think. First, there's the story about the Lady of Rage refusing to diss other female rappers just because Pac wanted it. That moment says a lot. Loyalty was important, but respect for your own principles mattered just as much. And to Pac's credit, he respected that. Then things take a darker turn. The conversation highlights how the culture around death row started shifting. From music to ego, gang ties.
Especially another nigga coming to you telling you, hey, yo, Big Mighty just slapped the shit out of me. You know what I mean? And then you go over there when security supposed to go, this ain't even your fight. But didn't know the nigga that you hit is a stone cold killer. You know what I mean? And that's why I told you, don't let the gangbanging get between us. Coming from my end or anybody else's end. It's easy to get sucked up in this shit by ego. He put his trust into too many people, you know what I'm saying? For validation, you know. Big nigga killed 100 niggas, that's my homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna get up out of here, man. We got like one or two more clips.
Bro, why does it got the Andre 3000 hairdo?
I do not know, man. That's trying to bring back the trying to bring back that pimp look, man.
That look ain't coming back.
Trying to bring that silky smooth look, man. Where my hoes at? That's the look he trying to bring back.
So you put your trust in a lot of people and you should put trust in yourself.
Looking back at that night, how do you think they could have been avoided? Pac getting shot?
Not going to Vegas. He didn't have no reason to go to Vegas. Should want him to go to Vegas. We would stay at home doing music like we was doing, you know. But if he wouldn't have went to Vegas, he'd be right here. Remember, he was MOB. You know what I'm saying? So he felt like they got to represent and at least show these niggas that's killing these big buff niggas.
Shit crazy. Hey, so we got Project Bo. Project Bo trying to make his waves, I guess, in the YouTube internet space or whatnot. And he calls out Young Ant and Crip Mac for a fade. Both of them said, you ain't nobody special for us to even be worrying about. Why the fuck you even clout chasing us? He said, Crip Mac called him a custer. And Young Ant said, you ain't even on my level. He said, nigga, you a bozo. But one of Ant's friends, I guess he was named Tiny Menace. I'm not quoting, but it looked like he may be taking Young Ant's lightweight. Maybe he wanted to take that squabble. But let's get into the content. Too gangster for YouTube.
Show. Basically, he looked at it as him dissing all Bloods.
Me and Crip Mac, okay, like this.
The fight. I think he is cursed because I swear this man called 1,000 people out for the fade and not one single soul has agreed to fight him. They feel like he don't got enough clout. Now I was shocked to learn why he wanted to fight Crip Mac. It's because Crip Mac burned a red blanket on the Neon show. Basically, he looked at it as him dissing all Bloods.
Me and Crip Mac, okay, like it all stems him being disrespectful towards Bloods. I'm a real Blood, bro, so kicking red covers or saying certain words, bro, that he know disrespectful towards Bloods is a problem with me. Everybody might not say nothing, but I'm gonna address it. And I've been addressing it for the last couple of years, bro. I had one of my bros from Southside Compton hit him up. That was with him at the time. You know, if we can get a squabble in. Then said he don't fight. He said, I don't fight no more. All I'm doing is movies and podcasts. That's just what I got the screenshot. That's just what he said.
So, okay, so he kicked a red blanket when he was on Neon stream. You took that serious?
Hell yeah, because that's disrespectful. I'm a real Blood. You kicking a red blanket, we know what you is. So for you to say you don't want to sit on it and kick the blanket, that blanket don't hit back.
Project Bo is the only fighter in the world that never got to fight. Young Woo said it's because all of these guys are scared to fight him. They said Crip Mac turned down the fade. And they said King Pill turned down the fade. They said Tiny Menace dissed the set. So they feel like he has an obligation to run that fade. But according to them, he also turned down the fade.
Project Bo, you've been looking for the fade. He was on Crip Mac, he from a neighborhood Crip. King Pill, he from 456, Island Pyro and Pomona. You feel me? Now you got an
Nah. King Pill said he dropped his flag. He ain't from 456. Man. He said he a family man, a father now. Trying to take care of his kids. I don't know.
A Trey Gangsta Crip that you know, and he claiming you turned down his fade. So Project Bo, what's going on? Tiny Menace, what's happening? Is we gonna get this going, or is this content? Because if it's just content, well, just say that. Then if it's just content, it don't need to be no disrespect involved. Just need to learn how to communicate with their words and get their message across without disrespect, though. You feel what I'm saying? Be efficient. You know what I'm saying? Without disrespect, though, because all it takes is a conversation, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it had already went past the part where Tiny Menace want to fade, Project Bo been itching to fight somebody, and we want to see it. The Gangsta Crips, the whole LA want to see this. Probably the whole world want to see the fight between Project Bo and Tiny Menace. Let's get it going. Adam 22, no jumper. Wack 100, nigga, where you at, fool? Oh, my mama, nigga, back on Fig sponsored. What's happening? I'm just throwing it out there.
And OG from Pueblos is upset with Tiny Menace. He said just because you don't like Project Bo doesn't mean you gotta diss the set. You let one man make you diss a whole gang. He demands that Tiny Menace fight Project Bo. They say you are fake mad because if you was really that mad, then you would run that fade.
On Pablo. Niggas take that offensive, homie. Whatever your name is, Menace, whatever, from A Trey Blood, I got people from over there too. On Pablos. We ain't finna do all this internet shit, blood, all this little rah-rah and all that on Pablos. Nigga, we ain't finna do none of that. On blood, if you a real one, blood, you don't got to put that shit on the internet. All that on Pablos. Nigga, we ain't finna do none of that. Nigga, I'm CK Tune, Pablo Bitche, 52nd Street, 5254. Nigga, I'm CK Tune, Pablo Bitche, 52nd Street, 5254. And the homie ain't running nothing. He ain't running on bloods. You got blood shit, hit blood. You don't got to put that shit on the internet, on the dead homies, nigga. On the 50.
On bloods, homie. You ain't gotta be disrespecting, homie. Tiny Menace, what's up, homie?
Niggas look like daddies and shit. Like you got a 16-year-old.
I'm quite sure they do, bro. They still faithful members, like that faithful old vet soldier. He like the old platoon, man. I was out there with all my comrades doing my thing. He said, man, look, you got a problem with him with Project Blow, then challenge him for a squabble. But all that disrespect, man, you ain't gotta be disrespecting the hood. Doing too much, disrespecting niggas' community. Crib Mac doing the same thing to the Hoovers. I know he got a disdain and a hate for the Hoovers. And OG Gumby ain't playing, man. He ain't with all that shit, man. Like, nigga, you got this Hoover can, you ain't killed no Hoovers, nigga. You ain't did none of no Hoovers. Check this out.
To deliver y'all that daily report, even though Crib Mac be giving out to the less fortunate. And you can tell by his actions on the internet that he got a good heart. But whenever Crib Mac hears the word Hoover, he blacks out and he starts dissing him. Now, according to Crib Mac, that forehead tat's not just a tattoo. He earned it by, in his own words, playing ball out there in the streets and scoring many touchdowns. Now, Hoover Gumby is a reputable OG from Hoover Criminals, and I guess he got six.
So he scored many touchdowns, y'all. What is niggas saying when they say that? Are we just what? What are we saying, Puss? I score many touchdowns. Stop it.
You might have fumbled. You might have choked like the Buffalo Bills.
Choked like the Buffalo Bills.
Might have did that. That nigga went to jail on some goofy shit. So I don't think he scored.
When you say you scored, that means you knocked down somebody. Not a flesh wound, not a leg wound. What that nigga Nas said, got shot in the leg, spinned around on my way to the hospital. Nah, we talking you sent him to the pearly gates. So all that squabbling ain't shit. That come with it. That's like when you go to boot camp. You get boot camp, they're gonna toughen you up. You're gonna be doing all these going through these training programs. You think while you up in them quarters with them other guys, they ain't gonna get no squabbles and nothing. Niggas trying to establish their dominance. Niggas the same shit. So you gonna be squabbling, that don't mean shit. They talking about laying a nigga down. That's your enemy, girl. You laid him down. How many times you done laid niggas down? That's some ignorant shit, right? Ignorant shit.
Sick and tired of Crib Mac constantly dissing his hood on the internet, so he had a couple of words for him. So let's get straight into it. Now, Gumby told Crib Mac, you a non-factor from your hood, but since you want to diss my hood all the time with that forehead tattoo, he started dissing the 5-5 Crips. And he said that forehead tattoo of yours is a contradiction because you ain't never did none to a Hoover, and every time you landed inside LA County Jail, you was nothing but a victim to us.
Just wait, Crib Mac. Just wait. Just wait. You want to be disrespectful? We gonna be disrespectful. French fry ass nigga, buster ass nigga. What we want to do? Boy, I've been trying to be a better me, you know what I'm saying, a better person, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that I'm up, you know what I'm saying, doing all the right shit, bro. But it's busters like this, bro, that make a motherfucker come right back to doing some dumb shit. This straight hoe. Every mother he done ran across from Hoover, he done got whooped on. Tell him why you ain't from Fado's Hoover. Because you couldn't make the cut, you buster. He couldn't make the cut.
No, Gumby told Crip Mac, you a whole character, because in real life, you
Wait a minute. Yo, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the comment, share this. He said you couldn't make the cut to be Fado's Hoover. So is he saying that Crip Mac wanted to be a Fado's Hoover, but he couldn't make the cut? That's crazy. He said, fuck that. That shit wild, ain't it? Niggas too old for this shit, y'all, but we gonna make fun of it because it's funny. It's funny, my nigga. We gonna clown this shit, right? I remember the homie told me a few years, man, this was some years back. And that's when niggas started. You couldn't tell who was a blood and who was a crip. Niggas started changing colors, wearing all the time. He was like, man, shit, you can't even tell who the enemy is. It's like, that's a fact. You can't. They all enemies, right? That's bullshit.
don't talk like that. And he said, you so much of a wankster, you had your mama at no jumper crying for you because she know you ain't built like that, and because of that forehead tat, if you get caught slipping, somebody gonna blow your brains out. Now, Gumby said Crip Mac so delusional, he got no bodies on any Hoovers, nor has he done any harm to any Hoovers, and he's talking about he's waiting to catch the death penalty.
Mascot. You ain't never did nothing to no Hoover. How much you waiting to catch the death penalty? You buster. Shut up. You don't even got no gun.
No, Gumby told Crip Mac, if you so much of a general like you claim you are, then why in the hell did you run to the police in LA County Jail when the homies was about to carve that tattoo off your forehead? And he told them he can't wait to see on the news one day that you got chipped. And he said, how can you claim that you a general from rolling 5-5 Crip when we be all up and down that mofo and ain't none of y'all around? No, Gumby told Crip Mac, as well as the rolling 50s, unlike y'all, we be out and active, so if y'all think that we playing, come to our hood and you can see what's cracking.
These are straight markets on the gang. Move it out, you buster ass nigga. I can't wait for you to get caught. I can't wait for this to get caught. You know what I mean? He ain't nowhere on 55th Street. He ain't in the 55th Alley because it be through that motherfucker. You don't hang out. You don't hang out. I'm from the 90s, nigga. I'm from the 90s. You know what that mean? Come through, nigga. See what happened. Come through.
Now, Gumby told Crip Mac, before you start making all of these imaginary stories about chipping the Hoovers, at least win one fight against us in LA County Jail. And he told the rolling 50 Crips, y'all better control Crip Mac's mouth, because he ain't did nothing to us, but it's because of his mouth as well as that forehead tattoo, there's going to be a lot of funerals in y'all community. Now, Gumby told Crip Mac, since you claim you a Hoover blank, drop your low and I'll drop mine so we can meet up and crash out on each other. And Gumby said, I bet you $55 Crip Mac ain't going to do it.
Drop your low. Drop your low. I bet you won't. I bet you won't drop your low. I drop mine. On Hoover, I will. I bet he won't. Straight mark, bro. Straight buster. Straight mark, bro, of the year, bro. This nigga's a whole mascot. I'm so mad.
No, Gumby said, I know some real neighborhood 50s, and you definitely ain't one of them. And he said the only reason the rolling 5-5 Crips is allowing you to say that you were the general is because there's only 5 of y'all. No, Gumby said you...
He said it's only 5 of y'all. Oh man, this shit is crazy, man. This shit getting out of hand, man. Hey, y'all, let me know. Get in the comments, man. Is Crip Mac? He ain't even been out for a year, man. I don't think a whole solid 6 months, man. Already stirring up too much controversy. Still with the tat, it says Hoover Kill on it, and he is disrespecting the Hoovers every chance he get. Well, Hoover Gumby ain't playing, man. Hoover Gumby like, nigga, I drop my low. I'm ready. I bet you $55 your bitch ass ain't gonna drop the low. You ain't nothing but a mascot. Is that nigga telling the truth? I don't know. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Oh, before we get up out of here, man, another rapper in the community passed away. Alley Boy passed away. It wasn't behind no murder or type situation, unaliving type situation, but I guess it was a health issue. But hood educated got the scoop. Let's get to it.
Kill me before I let them kill me. Stand over me and drill me. Fuck them if they don't feel me. Man, fuck all that flaws and all the paper come with charge. Everything is a profit. Remember days we was starved.
It is being reported that Alley Boy from East Atlanta, Georgia, has lost his life. Before we proceed, I would like to extend my condolences to his family, any children that he may have, you know, cousins, mother, father, you know, condolences to all the people that love that brother, right? Now, a lot of the times when we hear that a rapper has died, the first thing that comes to our mind is who shot him? You know, where was he at? Was he backdoored? You know, it always leads us to believe or entertain in our mind that the death was a violent death. The death was a street death. And especially for somebody like Alley Boy, because Alley Boy come from those streets. You know, he never had no mainstream hit, I should say. But as far as like street guys, people in them gutters, in them trenches, they know about Alley Boy. He had well connections with some of your prominent rappers, Future, Yo Gotti, you know, people like that. Producers, you know what I'm saying? Like he was plugged in. But from my understanding, the reason why he was plugged in is because he was what they considered to be a real street nigga. Excuse my language, but I gotta keep it real, right? He was one of those guys that was really from them trenches. I'm talking about really out there pitching, getting money, doing whatever he had to do to take care of himself, take care of his family and his team, right? And this is just, you know, from a street perspective. I mean, like, y'all know I don't agree with that type of lifestyle, but we're talking about Alley Boy right now, you know, and I'm not trying to talk about his shortcomings to down him or anything like that, but we just telling the truth, right? And a lot of rappers that was in the mainstream that connected, you know what I'm saying, with Alley Boy, they was from those same type of trenches. And so being that all of them, you know, came from the trenches together, you know, they connect with each other. You see, Young Jeezy was one of the guys that he made a famous song with. It was Young Jeezy, Yo Gotti, and Alley Boy. They made a song called Foe. And that was one of his famous hits, right? I'm not talking about mainstream hits. I'm talking about, you know, one of the hits that the trenches enjoyed to listen to. You go to the clubs back in those days, you're going to hear folk jumping, you know what I'm saying, in the club. Now, the reason why he lost his life is very unfortunate. And it's sad because that same lifestyle that I'm talking about, it consists of drug abuse. Now, a lot of people that smoke weed every day, you might not look at that as drug abuse. A lot of people that drink alcohol every day might not look at that as drug abuse. A lot of people that sip that lean every day might not look at that as drug abuse, but it is. Because when you're doing it every day, you're not giving your body a time to rest and to recoup from the damage that you are applying to your body. So if you continuously smoking cigarettes, smoking that good old Mountain Lion Kush, drinking alcohol, sipping that lean every day, year upon year, your body takes a beating. And at some point, after continuously taking that beating, things start to go haywire. And then this unfortunate situation with Alley Boy, from that lean, you know, according to his own reports, right?
What did Push say before we start? He said, did he pass? Was he sipping that lean? That shit rip gut. That shit beat up your gut, your insides. Can't fuck with it, man. Then mixing it with other type of drugs. Man. And our condolences to Alley Boy, man. Rest in peace.
In that lean and having high blood pressure caused him to get kidney disease. And you know, if you got kidney disease and you're not taking care of yourself, or you're not trying to, put that kidney disease in remission or manage it properly, then the condition is just gonna get worse, and you're gonna end up losing your life. Now, I don't know his situation. I don't know if once he realized that he had kidney disease and high blood pressure, did he stop doing the drugs? Did he stop sipping the lean? Did he stop, smoking that good old Mountain Lion Kush or whatever drug of choice was his, right? I don't know if he did, but unfortunately, his kidneys got bad because of sipping the codeine. This is his words, not mine.
So talk about just being mindful of health and good habits now, and just I know with you going through stuff. So let's talk about it.
Like from drinking codeine, high blood pressure and shit. You know what I mean? That shit caused my kidney to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like I always ate pretty good and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, good.
Try to do the best
Like I always ate kind of good. Like I ain't eat meat for like 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
And that was like way before, you know what I mean? Because I had like a phobia with bones. I ain't like to eat meat off of bones.
Okay.
Like I identify like this is a real chicken leg. This is a chicken wing.
Yeah, the bone. What?
You know what I mean? But that shit really gave me a phobia. Like I couldn't stand the thought. I ain't want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? So I started like just really eating fish and shit. You know what I mean? And seafood.
Good.
So but it wasn't hard for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
But then with the whole lean shit, drinking the lean and shit, I used to be selling lean and shit, so I always had it and just drinking the shit. But the whole time, I'm not knowing I'm allergic to opiates. Like I can't take like Percocets and shit like that.
I didn't even know. I mean, I guess you can be allergic to anything, but
I'm allergic to opiates, so it's like.
Yo, I'm gonna end it on this note, man. Rest in peace to that brother, man. Send our condolences, man. That's crazy that he said that. I had a friend a long time ago, probably about, I'm gonna say 20-something years ago. Yeah, it was a homeboy when I met my girl or whatnot. He was a cool friend named Jimmy, and that's when they was they still were having speed. Speed was popular still, you know what I'm saying, before meth. And he used to tell me, he was like, man, I can't do that speed shit. Cause I was like, man, I hope you ain't out here doing that shit. Cause I started to see a lot of people. I was working at this night clerk situation and whatnot. And you used to see a bunch of fiends walking up. Like, man, I hope you ain't doing that type of shit. He's like, no, I can't do that shit, man. I'm allergic to that. If I do that shit, I'll pass away. I'll die, right? So, we all smoking. I'm thinking just smoking weed. Then I hear, I couldn't work one day or so, and they say, hey, man, you heard Jimmy passed away. I'm like, what? He died, man. I'm like, what happened? They said, man, he was allergic to something. He had passed away from it. And found out. Yeah, went and had birthday, went to a party, and probably got peer pressured or whatnot in it or what have you, and end up getting into it, or get either that or somebody was smoking some weed and laced it with that speed, but took his life. I tell you, man, stay away from them drugs. It ain't worth it. So that's crazy that this brother said that. Get up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. Roll up, pull up, roll up, get litty, man. Till next time, man. We out this bitch.
Hey, the whole time I'm drinking this shit, it's like I'm drinking poison.
Jesus.
The whole time, you know what I mean? But you dilute it so much, you know what I mean? With the ice and drink
Juice,
and shit.
yeah.
So it's like you ain't taking no heavy doses, but after you've been drinking this shit 15, 20 years down there, you know what I mean? And that shit fucked up my kidneys. Like I got kidney failure from drinking codeine. It fucked up my kidneys.